Hello and welcome everybody to today's very special edition for the introduction of the Tangem Ring, the world's very first wearable hardware crypto wallet. So Tangem Ring is a brand new form factor for the safe, secure, and simple storage of your crypto assets and all of your other digital assets that you may have. So we're very excited to announce a new frontier of wearable tech, and today's live stream session is dedicated to this wonderful innovation in full, which we'll be diving right into. We've got wonderful Tangem team members behind the scenes waiting to join this live stream session. So without further ado, please enjoy and be sure to join our community to be up to date to all things Tangem as we dive into everything that makes Tangem a wonderful, wonderful product. So without further ado, let's welcome. Welcome to today's session with our community. Live with us today, we have Darya, our brilliant CCO. Darya, welcome. Give us an introduction to yourself.
Hi, Anna. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. So actually, this is my second live stream on our Tangem channel, but today is a very special one. Today, it's an honor to present our latest innovation, Tangem Ring, the world's first ring-shaped hardware wallet. I have it here on right on my finger. So my name is Darya. I'm CCO here at Tangem, leading sales and marketing teams, driving Tangem's global expansion. And I've actually been very much involved into Tangem Ring, into the project since its very start. I was in contact with production, designers, developers, product owners. So excited to see all the community questions today and actually show you the ring.
It's so exciting. I mean, it's one of those things where you have prototypes for months and months, and we've been teasing this for months and months, and then we've been talking about it, and now it's finally here. So we're very excited to have this live stream with you guys. Our community is what makes us and drives us. So I couldn't think of a better person to introduce the product to our wonderful community as Darya. So thank you so much. For today's session, let's revise on the formats and everything. So what we'll be doing is we'll be running through some of our questions that have been asked prior to this section. So questions that you've left wonderfully in our form with all of our questions. We will have a presentation about this. And then finally, we'll be answering all of your questions live. So if you have any questions for us at the moment or something that pops up during the process as we start diving in further, be sure to leave them and I'll be pulling them up onto the screen later and have a chance to win a Tangem Ring. So great. Okay. I think we should start things because we've got such a wonderful presentation. There's a lot of dilly-dallying going around and everything, but I think if we just start the presentation, we can kind of just go from there. What do you say?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, let's add to the stage our wonderful presentation. Okay, this is our first slide, but let's dive right into things. So, Darya, what inspired Tangem to create the world's first hardware wallet in the form factor of a ring?
That's a great question. If you don't mind, I really want to start with some figures that I personally find very important to understand the whole story behind not only the Tangem Ring, but the Tangem products, right? So today we have 7% of the global population own some digital assets. If we are talking about one of the biggest country, the US, 40% of adults there holding crypto assets. If we compare these numbers to last year numbers, this is a big increase. So this is a 33% increase. So on one hand, we see this crypto adoption is happening. Crypto users are growing rapidly. But one of the main questions that remains in crypto space is security question. How can users securely manage their digital assets in this new, rapidly growing new era? What statistics is saying that even in Q1 this year, 2024, users lost $1.4 billion. So that's a lot, right? And despite the availability of highly secure hardware wallets, an astonishing 98% of crypto users still opt for less secure storage solutions. Some research are saying that it's not 2%, it's like 4%, but still this is a very low numbers of of adoption of hardware wallets, right? So 2 to 4% are actually using hardware wallets, and we see this as a potential. So what I'm trying to say that on one hand, crypto adoption is happening, we see user growth, but on the other hand, only 2%, 2 to 4%, let's say, use hardware wallets. And there are a lot of security concerns in the space. Why is that? Maybe it's too complicated devices are on the market. Maybe production and manufacturers are focusing too much on security, forgetting about UX and convenience of use. So we, few years back, when we created Tangem cards, Tangem wallet in the form factor of a bank card, we looked at the market, we analyzed all the existing solutions, and we decided to go our own path, which is security, simplicity, convenience. So we entered the market with Tangem wallet late 2021, right? And it was completely new approach in the industry. No cables, no batteries, always with you in your pocket, ready to sign transactions 24/7, easy onboarding. It takes literally maximum 3 minutes, right? It's very intuitive, convenient for beginners, for adults, even for kids. And it saved time for even for advanced users, right? And since then, we have produced 1.6 million of cards with zero security incidents, which we are very proud of. We gathered a great community. You are working closely with our community. It's such a great people down there. They are supporting us. They are supporting our innovative approach in the crypto space. And I love sharing that. But my favorite statistics, that 80% of our users, they go seedless with us. So for the new audience here, so they don't use seed phrase, right? And they prefer activating Tangem wallet with our own technology that we brought to the crypto space 2 years ago. And for me, this is sign of the biggest trust to our project. And that's where we started, right? And as a step 2, we wanted to go even further in our desire to combine security with the convenience of daily use and simplicity. So we really wanted to create a hardware wallet that users could wear daily, making crypto management a part of their daily routine. Whether you are sitting at the bar, you are driving, you are hiking, you are at the gym, wherever you are, your crypto is with you. That's how the whole Wearable project was born, right? It's literally about wearing your crypto. So I really love this slogan, wearing your crypto. So, from the perspective of mass adoption, I think Tangem Ring set new standards in the industry, and we can see how this innovation is inspiring the further advancements in the industry. Of course, driving more competition, developing more user-friendly and secure solutions. We already see that in some companies. So, and I really believe that it will continue. So, did I answer your question? The inspiration is behind the desire to combine security, simplicity, and convenience of the daily use.
Got it.
Start wearing your crypto.
Brilliant. Well, look, we are all about secure and safe storage, and having that story behind it in terms of what kind of motivated us to create it is a brilliant way to kick things off. So I think that covers the first part of our question. We've got a lot more to cover. Let's jump straight ahead. But thank you so much for that. Let's dive further into it. So what was the story behind Tangem Ring and its creation?
So as I mentioned, we started working on Tangem Ring a year ago. So it was quite a long journey. And of course, on that way, we encountered few challenges. I will name some of them, which I find the most interesting and the most challenging. First of all, it is, of course, the material of the ring. So we needed to find a material that meets Tangem's high standards. Because, as you know, with Tangem cards, we are providing 25 years replacement warranty, which is the industry leading, right? And we wanted to continue doing that. Secondly, we wanted to ensure the ring is monolithic for maximum reliability. And I think one of the biggest challenge, of course, was fitting an NFC antenna and our secure element, our Tangem chip, into the small casing, because the ring is, right, it's the ring, so it's a kind of a small casing while preserving its radioelectronic properties. So at the end, what we managed to do, we chose high purity, hypoallergenic zirconia ceramic, of course, for kind of sleek appearance and resilience against scratches and extreme conditions. So it's waterproof. It's again 25 years replacement warranty. So we continue doing that. It's based on our cheap lifetime, and so the ring is also resistant to high temperature. And yeah, so I think that's it. That was the main challenges.
Just making sure that it's something that, you know, withstands the test of time. It's able to be market leading in the way that we have 25 years. That's something that is something, it's not covered by anybody else. Nobody else can make these kind of claims. So it's really great that we have that. It's been a challenge, but it's something that I'm sure that the community will find very rewarding, as in, thank you so much for being on the receiving end of all of these challenges behind it, but now it's finally going to be released and ready for you all to enjoy. All right, I think that covers that part. Let's continue onwards. This is more of a technical question, just something to run through. So what is included in the Tangem Ring package?
All right. So first of all, we have redesigned our packaging, so it is completely different from the cards, and I think it's absolutely stunning. So it's a really nice one. So looking forward to see a lot of unpacking stories, videos when people start receiving the ring. So inside the Tangem box, you will find 2 cards and 1 ring. And as you can see here on the presentation, you have to choose your size, right? So we do have 6 different sizes from 8 to 13. That's our US sizes. So you need to be careful on and do your own research on the sizing. We have some hints here. We're going to talk, I think, a bit about that later today. So yeah, the first drop is very, very limited. So we do have only 10,000 rings available in these 6 different sizes. So why is that? I guess some people will ask. So that we are we also continue doing some research on the ring, right? So we are not from the fashion industry or jewelry industry. So that first drop will also give us a hint on the mass production. So we will see what sizes are the most popular in what our audience is really looking for. And we also are constantly receiving some feedback from the community already. So we have started receiving feedback, and we are exploring new colors for the ring for the next batches. So and I just ask community to send us any comments you guys have, any votes, any like ideas how we can improve the ring design, colors, anything, logos. So yeah, I mean, for the new audience, what I can say is maybe some new audience that is here or will be watching this video later, I can explain why is it 2 cards and the ring. Maybe that's not really obvious. So as I mentioned in the very beginning of this video, so we at Tangem introduced a new cold wallet model, let's put it like this, where users' private key backup is no longer based on the seed phrase. Instead, the key is securely cloned on the card or on the ring that exists in the pack, right? Here is the pack of 3 devices. So the private key is generated inside the wallet chip when the user activates the wallet. So under this model, if you lose your cards or your ring, the assets are still with the owner, as you have 2 other devices, right? And all of your cards and rings are protected with an access code.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, something else to add, because we tend to be stuck in our own little bubble. When you're working on the project, you kind of forget this little part in terms of a lot of people are meeting us for the first time. So because of that, we have to keep in mind that even though we understand exactly how our mechanism works and why you need to have 3 different devices in order to make sure that everything is very secure, we have additional materials available on our blog, on our guidebook, in our community. We have a team of moderation people who can help us and help you. So if you have any kind of questions in terms of understanding how it works, we have something called How Tangem Backs Up Your Private Key. That's a really key article for you guys to understand in wrapping your head around how this works and how you are always protected. And that's something that I would highly recommend. But in terms of where to continue on forward, I think what would be a good thing would be a great time to actually demo the ring going forward. So let's have a look at that. So how it would work, it's very simple, safe, and secure. So Darya, if you could kindly give us a small demo in terms of how it would work, we can
Right, absolutely. Let me just have my phone here. So yeah, that's you let me know if you see it, right? So I have to have my ring here. So I cannot scan it when it's on my finger, right? So it will not work out. And this is a great benefit for the ones that are a bit of afraid that someone can scan the ring or something. So right, you have to take it out. So that's the ring, that's my phone with the Tangem app on it. So I put here so you can see the NFC tag. And I just open my Tangem app. So I press scan cards and I put again the ring here. So it's ready to scan. It's scanned. Okay, so you're almost done. Then you have to add your backup card that you will have in your package together with the ring. And then you can add up to 2 backup cards, set an access code, and you are all set. So it's literally what, a minute, 2 minutes maybe maximum.
It's really not a long process. We've timed it, so we can claim that it takes 3 minutes to back everything up. It's absolutely a wonderful process. I mean, anybody who has a Tangem wallet can tell you how exactly it is literally as simple as it is shown. But the reason why we're showing this as well is a common question that we do see in community is, can I just walk past somebody, scan my phone, and that way it will be exposed in some sort of way? So good thing to mention, Darya, as you did. It is protected through access code. Absolutely, you won't be able to get in at all. And the second thing is it doesn't work unless you take it off your hand. And it is very innocuous. You cannot tell what it is. I mean, we've seen many rings on the market that just look like plain black ceramic. So there is no sign that is a crypto ring or something, right? And you can easily mix it with some health rings. So as you said, there are a lot of kind of similar design rings on the market, which is good, which we find as a benefit. Brilliant. Well, look, for us, we keep on preaching the same kind of message, that it is simple, safe, and secure. So anybody can wrap your hands around what a ring is. It is for new users, very used to the crypto market, crypto natives. So it's definitely for everybody. But let's continue on forward. I'm conscious that it's very easy to start getting really into the process, but let's run through the next question. So what are the security features of Tangem? So when we mean Tangem, we mean Tangem as a product. There is very little difference when it comes to the behind the scenes with Tangem Ring and Tangem Wallet. So what are the security features of Tangem?
Of course, love this question. I mean, let me start with the certified hardware, right? I'm going to name some kind of bullet points and explain what is it, so people, I think it's easier to understand our killing features. It's killing security features. So first of all, it's certified hardware. So we have the highest level of security among consumer devices, which is ELA 6+. Our chip that is inside the card or inside the ring is protected from invasive and non-invasive attacks. Again, it means if you lose one of your cards or ring, nobody can hack it and extract your assets if this person doesn't know the access code. All right, so that is a certified hardware. The second, this is audited firmware. We have 2 independent audits. The first company is Kudelski Security, the Swiss company. The second company is Dutch company, Rescure. So we did 2 audits. And so the firmware is not updatable. So once it's installed, it cannot be updated. And your card and your ring can prove that installed firmware is exactly that firmware that was audited by the 2 companies. Our software, so our application Tangem app that we just showed, is fully open source. So you can check it out yourself. You can make an audit on it. You can find it on GitHub, so it's available. Then the next security point is anti-counterfeit protection. So what that means is when you activate your card, your wallet, the application attests the secure element and proves that this card was produced by Tangem. This is very important. And of course, few words about private keys. Private keys are generated inside the wallet chip during the wallet activation process using this long word, hardware certified true random number generator. This is very important. And nobody, including Tangem, has access to this keys. So the private keys is generated inside the wallet chip and no one knows that. Okay, a smart backup system, we already mentioned that. So you have kind of 3 hardware wallets instead of 1, where all your keys copies have the same security level. So it means you can be sure your keys exist only in these 2 cards and the ring in space and time. So no more copies. Okay, and cards, we also mentioned that already, are also protected by users' access code. So you cannot be afraid if someone finds it or has access to it, gets access to it. Yeah, I think that's the main point on the security. Of course, we have more on the slide, like IP68. This is again related to the material. It's highly resistant to scratches, to water, extreme temperature. We have a lot of tests with our cards on YouTube. We even did some deep dive tests recently. It's also on the YouTube.
Yeah, I'll be sure to link everything down a little bit below. But if you right now want to have a look at that, I urge you not to, because this is live and we'd prefer to have you here with us. But if you want to, you can just search for it yourself. So we have a video about RFID protection, and we have a video about diving to a 6-kilometer distance below the ground. Yeah, so it's very deep, and it's definitely it definitely survived everything, and we had many units to show this. Something I wanted to add a little bit quickly, there was something that you mentioned during this in terms of the access code. There are many different mechanisms that we have employed that would prevent any kind of tampering with it, or being able to just continuously keep on typing the access code as much as you want. There are different methods that prevent that from being a bother. Plus, there is no limit to characters, different numbers, different numerations that you would like to use. So it can be as complicated or as simple as you like. Additionally, it is also optional that you can add biometrics to it. So you can have easy access to everything without having to do that. And of course, you are limited to just having 3 units maximum as in one wallet pack, and you cannot add anything afterwards. Otherwise, it would be a security risk to just have the ability to just add anything post factum. So after you set everything up, that is it. It is sealed. Nobody can see anything. Nobody can touch anything. Nobody knows what it is. So you are completely able to enjoy your Tangem wallets and rings in peace. So that's something that I just wanted to add quickly, but let's run through it forward. Okay. Let's make it a little bit easier and more easygoing. So what steps did you take to ensure the Tangem Ring is user-friendly?
Yeah, so UX in general is the critical part of our hardware wallet design. So we do have our Tangem app. I think that's the most user-friendly app I've ever seen. It guides you through every step, from activation to daily usage. We have this, it's always, as for the card, as for the product itself, right? As for the card or for the ring, it's always ready to go. It's always with you, in your pocket, in your card holder, or now on your finger. It's always ready to send transactions, right? It's a tap and go functionality. So you just need to take it off, right? So yeah, we are working a lot on adding different functionality, extra functionality to Tangem. And I want to highlight our Tangem Express for the new users or for our future users. So we do have this wonderful service, which is an aggregator for different swap providers. And the new provider is coming actually next week. I know we got a lot of community questions on the roadmap of the new providers for the Tangem Express. So I can say a few words about this, I think. So this OKX new provider is coming on August 6th with our next release. So that's kind of official and answers all of the questions. I think so. It's next week. Next Tuesday, and then on the roadmap we have 2 more providers for swaps. That's the team is doing some research around them. The providers, maybe I can name them even. So that are the Rango and Torchain. That are the 2 next providers that we've been looking at the moment to add to the Tangem Express. And of course, we are also working now on a few more on-ramp, off-ramp services to add later on to Tangem Express as well.
Mm-hmm.
We are also launching Tangem app in different languages. That is also coming up in August. I think that is very, very important for the community. The release is going to be on August 12th, so you can kind of pencil in this date. It's going to be German, French, Japanese, and Ukrainian languages. So it's a four new languages, and we are currently working on the Spanish support. So Spanish is coming next later in August, and I also can give a hint to the community that we are also working on the Spanish community. So to launch a separate Telegram channel for our lovely Spanish-speaking users. That is also to be launched, I think, even sometime, maybe next week, end of next week, around this. So I think that's pretty much it regarding the user friendliness. So it's a tap and go functionality. That's the best, and our user friendly app.
Brilliant. Well, look, I didn't plan on saying this right now, but in terms of we started talking about it and like the community and like we're co-creating the product together and everything, it makes sense to also plug as part of our process. So if you're interested in being part of this upcoming release,
Yes.
So like we mentioned, the 6th and the 12th and so on, we have very often new beta releases that come out into our community channels, but into a secret club called Tangem Club. So if you are somebody who really wants to be a part of this user-friendly journey to create it even better, then we urge you very lovingly and caringly to help us help you. So join our community channels and ask about the Tangem Club, and we can give you access to it. You will be able to have early access to the app builds, to provide feedback, have access to a development team, and just be somebody who is very close to us, and we would value you back by providing lots of gifts, attention, and all of the wonderful perks that come along with it. All of that will be revealed. But if you're interested in making us better, then that is the perfect place to go. So that's how we ensure that we are close to the people who actually are using our products. So, okay. It was just too natural to pass up. I had to bring it up. All right, next question. What is the risk of storing crypto on a wearable device being carried around during daily activities? How do you protect against accidental loss?
Right. I think we mentioned a few times already about the access code and the importance of it. So once again, your card or your ring, and both, they are protected by user's access code. So this is exactly the protection against unauthorized access, ensuring that even if someone gain access to your Tangem card or to your Tangem ring, they still need this correct access code to use your wallet. Okay, so and you can even assign the different access code for each Tangem card or Tangem ring inside the app, right on the card setting page. So I don't think there is much more risk with a wearable device as with the card or any other device, or with your phone or credit card.
But similarly, not similarly, but what differentiates it from a phone, for example, or anything else is that would be only one item. We have backups of everything all the time. So, well, you have backups. That's what I'm kind of getting at. That you have your ring, and then you have 2 cards with it. So if you lose one of those items, it is no problem. You have 2 other items included, and they are identical to usage. That is just one of the methods that is making us very unique in our approach. So that is, it's not something to worry about in any way. And you're carrying it around outside. It looks anonymous. It doesn't look like anything. So that's what we can provide from there. All right. Next question. What makes the ring different than just putting a device on a necklace in the sense of being a wearable storage device?
Right. Well, actually, I think the most important is form factor, obviously. So you have it organically right on your finger as a ring. So that this is the simplest device as we can ever imagine. And then all of the kind of Tangem product unique things, right? What makes us different from other devices on the hardware wallet market. I can name replacement warranty, right? Again, it's 25 years based on the minimum chip lifetime. This is the monolithic device, so it's maximum, again, resistance to dust, water, extreme temperatures. And it's no additional elements. I don't think we mentioned that. So it's only NFC antenna and secure element, the chip inside the card and ring, so both. And it's kind of no additional elements that have less lifetime or can be broken or can be hacked. So it's less attack vectors. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I mean, it's the form factor. It's the fact that we've got a replacement warranty. It's all of the wonderful things that come with just the fact that it's with you 24/7. That's how it's different. But it's also in terms of our larger ecosystem, we're different than anything else on the market in terms of the security that we provide behind the scenes and the different asset supports and everything. So sure, you can wear it in different form factors and have to stay on your ring. But it's different just because it's what innovation is. So,
yeah,
great. Okay. More technical questions as to the product itself. So, will the Tangem Ring come in different variants in the future? So, think different colors of the ring, or different cards in the pack, or different sizes.
Okay, that's actually a great question, because that's what we need an input from the community. That's very important. So we really want to listen to you guys first. What do you really want? Share any ideas that can make us better, or how we can improve, or what can we create next. At the moment, we are still exploring the rings production, right? We are looking at different colors. So if you want to have a ring in white or green or blue, also that's something we want to know first, right? So we focus on the colors you guys really want. So yeah, but I don't think we're gonna launch anything different this year. It's kind of the last. We are entering Q4 very soon, and then I think the next batch will be available already early 2025 or something around. And again, I mentioned that already, but it's at the moment it's very limited. So we do have only 10,000 rings available. So yeah, but I think first, please send us your ideas. So we really we are very much community focused. We are always saying that, and that's actually true. So first of all, we are listening to your opinions, and then we take decisions. So we make decisions.
Yeah, no, it's 100% true. I mean, just seeing how the process works internally, it can be as simple as you leave a little message on Discord, we screenshot that, take it up with the team, immediately start working on these kind of things. And also, naturally, I will plug, if you want to have even closer access to us than Tangem Club, ask the moderation team about that if you want. But it is all about listening to all of you. We don't want to create something and then post factum understand that it's something that it maybe differs from what you want. So for us, any kind of opinions it's data. It's data for us. It doesn't have to be in any way like this is good feedback, bad feedback, so on. Any kind of data is important to us. So
very important. Also, to add one thing is that we are exploring the collaboration with different designers, artists, also kind of fashion industry brands like jewelry brands, fashion brands, on maybe creating some limited edition collections on the ring or other wearables. So we are also looking at bracelets, pendants, so anything, maybe earrings. Why not? So yeah, we are open to that. So if we have some creative designers in the community, feel free to drop us a message, and we'll be in touch to discuss how we can find a way to collaborate.
Anything that we can utilize our community's talents would be all for it. So any type of variations in terms of maybe having different cards in the packs and so on, that will be further down the line. We're listening to you guys. We hear you. Some things we can't comment on right on this second, but we hear everything and we understand exactly what you guys are wanting based on what you say. So we'll take it from here as long as you give us your valuable feedback. So, okay. Anything else to add, or should we continue to the next question?
No, I was just I wanted to say about the stealth wallet, like these the cards that was also highly requested from the community, because we didn't have an intention to produce the cards kind of with no logos, just plain cards. And that was community votes that they just wanted it for several reasons, right? And we listened very carefully, did our own research, and it is in production. So we will be launching that very, very soon.
It just basically started with one person, one idea, a couple of smiles that were reaction stickers to it, and then it just snowballed into a poll, and then from a poll we got the idea of it. So it really does start with your guys' idea. So thank you for that, and let's continue on to the next question. How is the ring made to ensure, apologies, let me start again. How is the ring made to endure long-lasting wear and tear and more extreme external hazards?
Right, I think we mentioned that already a bit. That's the material. One of our challenges behind the Tangem Ring story was to find the right material that meets Tangem's high standards. So the ring is made from high purity zirconia ceramica. So ring is highly scratch resistant, so you don't need to worry about really scuffing it. So it was tested to withstand breaking throughout your normal day-to-day use. It is fully waterproof. The ring will not cause any skin irritation. So it is designed, so it is produced with hypoallergenic properties. So it is made, our main goal again was to make it convenient for your daily use. And it's also, we want you to use it for many, many years. It's not like the device for a couple of months or even a year. So again, that was, we were focusing on that big time.
A lot of what we stand behind is anything that doesn't involve cables, charging. It's just a card, a chip inside it, and that is it. Because the phone acts as the screen for the devices, the longevity can be extended way beyond what other players in the market can do, for example, or just purely, it is something that is always accessible, always ready to go. There's no additional, oh no, I need a cable moments or anything like that. So it is extremely long lasting, and we've done a lot of tests in the background, and we'll continue improving the product as we go along if we hear more of your feedback, guys. So let's continue forward, unless you have something to add, or I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, we're good to go.
I mean, short story is it's very durable, very good. All right. This is a question that comes up in community purely because for a lot of us, like you mentioned in the very beginning, with the 2, 3, 4% of users who are in crypto, a lot of us have questions around what generally a hardware wallet is. So with that comes questions purely as to the usage of it. So are there any limitations to the Tangem Ring in terms of storage, maybe geographical locations, assets you can store in it, or any other limitations that might be different from what users are normally used to?
To answer in short, it's unlimited storage. So there is no limit how many assets you can hold. No. As for kind of assets, geography, or any, maybe we can talk about privacy bit. So Tangem, we doesn't provide any KYC services. We, as a company, we doesn't have any servers. So all your operations, all crypto operations go directly to public blockchain nodes. So we don't collect any users' data. So nothing, no like kind of IPs, addresses, balances, transactions, etc. So nothing. Yeah, we even don't, I mean, till the very last moment, we even didn't collect kind of the emails for the email newsletter. So we kind of slowly start doing that, because even again, the community was kind of asked us to do that. So they know Tangem use, and our B2B partners, our resellers also get the idea how the company is developing. But yeah, so we are taking very serious your privacy, our users' privacy. And as for the limitation, no, there is no limitations.
Yeah. All right. Another thing just to quickly add is in terms of like asset storage and everything, it's not even limited to the assets that we natively support. You have the addition, the availability to add custom tokens to the networks that we support. And this is something that we continuously improve in the roadmap as well. So more assets come forward, but a lot of the time, it's not just that one asset, it's the entire blockchain that comes with it. And with that, you can add your own custom tokens and go from there. There's no limitations as well. I'm going to quickly add to, we mentioned emails, right? That is something that is completely separate, in terms of marketing communication and data that is linked to your wallet. We have no information on your wallet. We don't understand the balances, what's coming, what's going, and so on. We are a cold crypto wallet. We understand nothing in terms of what is on your devices. So you are completely free to be confident in us as a cold wallet provider. So that's something just to quickly add from there. If you have any more questions about it, we have tackled this a lot in community channels. Ask the moderators, we can point you to very good answers about it. So any additional questions, ready to answer at any point. I think this is the final one coming up from the pre-existing questions, but I can see a lot of you guys have left some questions live. We'll be pulling those up shortly, but let's tackle this one quickly. How do I know what size Tangem Ring do I need to purchase?
Well, so we have created few guides for you guys. So when you are on this checkout page, right, when you click on the Get Tangem Ring or Buy Tangem Ring, you have this PDF guide added to the checkout page. Maybe you can show again that screen if you can, or maybe later.
Sorry, back. We can do this.
Yep. So that's exactly where you see all of this, where you choose size. There is a size guide, this blue thing. So that's this is a PDF guide, but also the YouTube video where you have different methods on how to measure your ring size at home, even at home. But also I suggest you guys, if you're not sure, you just go to your closest jewelry store and you ask for advice. Because you need to do your own research here a bit, as refunds. It's a bit of complicated on making refunds if the size is wrong. So it may not be applicable if you guys choose the wrong size. So please be careful with that. Better double check or ask us in the community channel in Discord or Telegram, so we can advise you on different methods.
Absolutely. Just be sure that when you get a ring size, a lot of them might be international in terms of differences, right? Look at our sizing guide with the PDF. It will have it in millimeters. The millimeters is what you need to be looking at, not the pure, well, I'm normally a size 9, therefore I'll just order a size 9. Because international standards vary, somebody's size 9 in one country is a different size 9.
So we are referring to US sizes. So it's US sizes and then millimeters. So you definitely have to look at the millimeters to make sure that size 9, it's really size 9.
I can see a question live. My size is 7 3/4. Will 8 be too loose? It's up to you to decide what is comfortable for you. Anything that basically just so it doesn't fall off, but you still have easy access to it. I think that would be good advice. And we have wonderful recommendations in the sizing guide in terms of measure throughout the day, in the morning, in the evening, maybe throughout a week and so on. So just be very careful. But worst case scenario, you can just wear it very comfortably on a necklace or anything like that.
But it also really very much depends on the finger you really love to wear your ring, because I usually wear size like 7 US, but I have here size 9, which also fits perfectly on that finger. So it also really depends on the finger you wanna wear your ring. But necklace, yes, I love it. I love it too. If we have a picture, so we can show, or we can
I don't
show
think
it.
we have one at the moment. We'll be sure to share it a little bit later. But this is just the first of our line of wearables, right? So we're starting with the Tangem Ring, but we've got a patent on the entire system in terms of this whole new line of wearables that we're developing. This is a first. Again, if you say that we desperately want a necklace or earrings, or we want cufflinks or something, I don't know why you would want that, but there you go. You give us your ideas, we'll go from there. So basically, it all depends on the demand of you guys, and then we'll be able to supply that in return. Okay, I don't have a better picture than the one that on the necklace, but we do have this wonderful one to show as the ending one. That is, I think it's a wonderful duo, isn't it? So 2 cards and a ring all together. I don't know. I think the design team did such a great job with getting these secured. So hopefully you enjoyed that as much as we did. Okay. What I recommend we do now is, ladies, gentlemen, if you have any more questions that you've had pop up right now, leave them in the comments in the YouTube live, and we'll be able to pop them up live. We've got a couple of questions already pre-prepared from the ones that we didn't cover during the presentation, and we'll pull them up, and we'll also tackle some of your comments. So B-roll, and then we'll jump into that.
All right.
Okay, we've got some questions and a lot of comments, actually. Let me pull a couple of these up. I love Tangem, take my money. We might just, if you were to come along and say that you want it. So I love the ring. Wonderful questions from there. Thank you. Let's start to tackle some of these right now. So we've covered this before, but let's touch upon it now. Will it come out in other colors in the future?
We are working on this right now. So if you guys have can name some colors that you really want, we've been looking at white color. So I know we did some samples even in white. But if you guys want any specific color, please send us your comments. We will be looking at this.
I think for me personally, I really want a gold one. So
Gold.
maybe if you have other colors that you want and you want to support me as well, then be sure to put those in. Okay.
No, that's 100%. Sorry to interrupt. So that's 100% going to be decided on the votes, the color thing, because it is so individual. So we need just to collect votes for the specific colors.
Mm-hmm. This is an unusual question, but let's jump into it as well. Can I go through airport control without the ringing of the alarm? So I think I can tackle this, but Darya, you as well. We are all very frequent travelers. We've never had any kind of issues with it. Not with the ring, with the wallet, anything. This is just something that it's completely fine. Nobody flags it. Nobody knows what it is. So yeah,
absolutely. Even I don't know if I can even say that, but maybe for our lovely community, sometimes you just traveling from the event, from any crypto event with like, I don't know, 50 Tangem wallets in your bag, and that's also kind of fine. It's no alarms, nothing. So it's absolutely safe.
Absolutely. But it's a good question to bring up anyways. There's another quick one I'm going to show up. If I'm a card designer, is it dangerous to destroy the card to remove the chip and move it to my own customized card? We have diagrams on the website in terms of where the antennas are situated. There is a chip device and then an antenna on the side. If you have a look at our very first Tangems, 2018, 2019, 2020, very old editions. You can see transparent versions even of the first editions of Tangem Wallet. So you can kind of see inside it. We would highly discourage against it, but we do have videos where We have our wonderful German ambassador, David. He did a video where he shot through the ring and it was completely fine. Of course, this is strategic, good shooting into one specific place. We don't recommend it. But if you're a car designer, this is exactly what we're talking about. Come talk to us. Maybe we can work on a deal here to make sure that you're represented and we're both happy.
That's exactly what I wanted to add. Please
Yeah.
reach out to us and maybe we can create some nice collection together. And also regarding the customization, I think the production team is working really hard now on these on online customization. How do I say that? So when you will be doing putting some icons, maybe your name, anything like flags, any tokens on the Tangem card online. This is going to be possible very, very soon. Hopefully even this year or maybe early 2025, so Q1. That's going to be also possible.
Cool. All right. We've got more comments that I want to pull up. I mean, we've seen this all over Twitter all the time. We mention the ring and then we get this wonderful comment popping up all the time.
Love it.
But yeah, we'll rule over all of your crypto assets. All right, let's pull up this next one. Well, this is just mostly a comment just for now. Yes, there will be more form factors available coming up. And more of a commentary here as well. Tangem Ring is really a step up into the right direction. Crypto hardware wallet integrated into something convenient and mainstream adoption. So Darya, I mean, for you personally, I think this is one of your personal motivations, that it has to be really mainstream.
Yeah, no, I think when I look at all of this research is done, and when I see that, let's say, as I mentioned in the very, very beginning, and when we see that 2% of crypto users are using hardware wallets, that's really breaking my heart, because I think that a lot of people are afraid of hardware wallets. They feel that it is a very complicated device that they cannot deal with. So I think our main goal, us as a company and all other companies, all other hardware wallet providers, we should be in one boat here, literally, to create some more convenient devices. We have to focus on security, of course, no compromises on security. That's number one. But we should not forget about convenience, about simplicity. I think that's the only way how we can onboard more people into the crypto and into the hardware wallets usage, hardware wallet space. Let's put it like this. I think that's the only way. And we started doing this in 2021 with Tangem cards, and we went absolutely different direction from what our industry partners did with their devices. So, and again, what we see now, 1.4 million cards we have produced, and we have this happy people around, happy community. And what we seen last night, I think 4.9 we do have on App Store and Google Play. So we got a lot of fantastic reviews, and thank you everyone for sharing your experience with Tangem. We read them all, really, and we share them in our internal Slack channels. So we really pay attention to every single comment.
Mm-hmm. Every one of your reviews on the Apple Store, Apple, Google, and so on, everything drops into the Slack channel live. So we get every single comment that you leave, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And then we do reviews weekly as well as to what we can improve behind the scenes. So it's little things like that in terms of usability, adoption, and everything. We really do position ourselves as for everybody. It's for the newbies to the space who need protection and care and a little bit of guidance. But it's also for the very advanced users who have been industry veterans. They've seen it all and they are looking for something that's even more intuitive. So we're really proud to have that option available to users all the time. All right. This is a technical question, but it's relatively fast. Can the Ring connect to non-Tangem wallets? The answer is no. You can import an existing seed phrase to our ecosystem. So you can use a a wallet or a ring pack combo, and you can just import from another wallet, sure, we'd love to have you. But in terms of connecting existing, we don't allow for connections to other wallets, other systems, because that would pose a security risk that we do not want to subject our users to. You can connect to dApps through Wallet Connect and so on, but generally speaking, this has to be something that we can 100% authenticate that it is only you and your assets. There's nobody in between. Nobody can be a third party to this. So the answer is no, unfortunately, and that is not something that we are planning to change, as that would be a critical ethical change to our structure.
Right.
Okay, let's take something from the before questions as well. Can we just buy the ring separately?
No, and I mean it goes in the pack. So it comes with the two cards, and we don't have single cards or single ring sets, right? So it's usually, if we are even talking about the Tangem cards, we have two types of sets. It's a 3-card set and 2-card set. So you have to do your backup, right? That's what we've been talking during today's session as well. So the answer here is no. So it comes with the set of 2 cards.
Mm-hmm. You have to have a backup, at least one unit available. Yes. Otherwise, the app will not let you continue on forward with it, with the process, because it would completely leave you with an exposure. So this is exactly what we're fighting for. If you lose your ring, you don't want to be able to have that issue that now your assets are lost with it. So having backups and different options as well. So if you want to go seedless, that's what we prefer, because of the lack of exposure, the risks that come with the seed phrase attached to it. And of course, that if you purely just lose it, you have something else that backs up your assets. But that's something also to keep in mind. Right, there was a question I'm trying to find. I was looking at all of these live, and I've starred all of them, but now I have to find the one that I'm specifically looking for. All right.
What was it about? Maybe you can just say it. No?
I do want to kind of pull them up, but I mean, let's tackle this one as well. We've teased a Tangem Pay future iteration. Maybe there's something you can give a commentary on. Are there any capabilities in the future with having the Ring and Tangem Pay capabilities together?
Right. No, first of all, I think it's worth mentioning that Visa Tangem Pay card, as we call it, it's a separate product, right? You have to issue a separate card for this, and then you can connect your existing wallet, hot wallet or cold wallet. It shouldn't be Tangem. It can be any wallet that you guys are using. You can connect the wallet to your Tangem Pay card and start using your crypto in Visa terminals. Firstly, it's going to be rolling out in Europe and UK, and later in other parts of the world. And as for the ring, in this first batch, this option, of course, is not available, as the product is not yet live. But in the next batches, yes, it will be possible. But again, it's not going to be in 2024. So we most likely talking about 2025, so next year.
Mm-hmm. I still can't find the question I'm trying to bring up, but I think we can just tackle it right now live. Let me just pull up one of these and then I'll put it away. The question was something along the lines of how can we make sure that the ring is not tampered with when it arrives to you from warehouse to when it comes here? For a lot of our new audiences, this is something that's interesting to know. So maybe Darya can give a commentary. So let's phrase the question as, how do I know that the product that I'm receiving in the post has been untampered, unused, and is able to be set up without additional checks?
Yeah, I think we've briefly mentioned that it's exactly our Tangem app. So it's what we called anti-counterfeit protection. So when Tangem app attests the chip inside the card or the ring, and it proves that it's authentic and it was produced by Tangem, so your application is doing that when you start tapping cards or ring to your phone. So that's actually that's it. And in terms of packaging, I think it's what we are working on. I have some cards here. So we don't have these blue seals anymore that I think people were receiving some time ago. So we don't have that seal anymore. So we have kind of this coverage.
Plastic cover that goes on top. It
Okay,
is,
great.
even though it is just a cosmetic addition, it's not the method of how you can check for authenticity. First of all, we haven't had such reported cases, but the Tangem app is what will be the key feature to make sure
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. I mean, Tangem app will tell you all. I mean, it's if something is wrong with your device, with cards, or with your ring, the Tangem app will say that. So you're gonna see it.
Mm-hmm. I will be dropping a link in the comment section as well. How to tell that your wallet is authentic, and
Yeah.
also part of that is what the article that I mentioned before with how does Tangem back up your private key. Essentially, the mechanism that we employ, there is 100% not the capability of writing something on top because it's already at full capacity measure, so to speak. There's all of these technical little terms. I'll recommend that we do not tackle this live, but just go into the blog article. But I'll definitely leave that for all of you to have a look through.
We do have a lovely article on this, really. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we are changing up the format for the packaging, sure, but that's not the primary way. All right,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit conscious of time, ladies and gentlemen. We have this fun question that prior to starting the session, I asked Darya, I was like, should we take this just for fun at the end? I think we'll take it just because we are very community forward and you guys asked, so we will answer. So since Tangem now makes new innovations in this field, are you planning to deploy any subdermal implants with the chip? That would be very interesting.
No, that's a really nice one. Love it. So if you guys are interested, if you want us to work on this, we would love to explore. So leave us comments.
Yeah.
Vote for implants.
Maybe at crypto conferences near you, but we'll have to consult with doctors and lawyers because we do not want to be dabbling in something that is not a tech product. But we might look into this if you guys ask for it enough. All right. There's so many questions, guys, and so many comments all at the same time. Maybe just a last one, just a little bit to mention. I saw this and I thought that it would be great to bring up with all of our wonderful, beautiful images that we have. So a shout out to the marketing team, very clean. I'm just going to put it up one more time. The images are gorgeous. The product is even better. So thank you so much, everybody, for leaving all of your questions. I think this is where we're going to wrap up for today. We are by no means finishing answering your questions. If you have them, we have a moderation team 24/7 online, on Discord, on Telegram. We also have Reddit, Twitter, support team. Everybody is online always to make sure that you guys get your questions answered. Plus, we have wonderful AI tools available in Telegram. So we have a bot called Tangemo who you can tag and it will respond to you in live immediately with all of the questions that you can have answered. But I think that's all we have time for today. So thank you, everybody. Including some information just quickly. Roadmap updates we will be publishing shortly, but we are changing up the format. The prior format has been with us for over half a year, and we have evaluated and heard some of your feedback that you would like it to be a little bit more intuitive rather than what we do normally, which is we share a slide, and that is the format that we go with. We will be sharing a new format with you very shortly within the next couple of days as we go into August. So please be patient with us. It's only because things are getting better. So for now, our winners for the Tangem Ring will be published into Discord in the next couple of days. So be sure to follow us there for more details. And Darya, do we have any closing statements about this wonderful new Tangem Ring?
First of all, thank you so much for having me again here in this live stream. I enjoyed it a lot. And thank you guys for all your lovely comments. Appreciate it. And wear your crypto. Enjoy Tangem Ring and have a great rest of the summer, everyone.
I know
See
the
you
summer
very soon. Yeah.
Summer came and left very quickly, but with the summer finishing, that means that we're closer to the Tangem Ring than ever before. Exactly. So, Darya, thank you so much for your words of wisdom. It's been great having you. yeah, enjoy this final video for today, which is our wonderful promo reel. You guys will love it. And until next time.
Bye.